So my Wednesday workout buddy this week is Marjorie Williams. She is the former Hickman Mills superintendent, so a lot of you know her. What you may not know is that just a few months ago, she could hardly walk because of a crippling illness. She was almost bedridden when she decided to get a personal trainer and try to strengthen her muscles. Mike Patton with Mike's Main Event stepped in and offered. After a lot of hard work, Marjorie is actually walking on her own again. Still has a long way to go, but she's here to tell you all about that. Please welcome Marjorie Williams and Mike Patton. Thanks so much for being here. Marjorie,
Sure.
A lot of people know you and had no idea this was going on. What was this debilitating disease?
Well, it's called CIDP, and it's an immune disorder, an autoimmune disorder that attacks the nervous system. It's where the myelin sheath, which covers your nerves, has been attacked, and it attacked the cells in your body, which causes complications.
So what happened to you? How far gone were you?
Well, I noticed the tingling in my shoulder and thought it was due to me working out. So I thought, I better be smart about this. And so I drove myself to the hospital to make sure it wasn't a heart attack, wasn't a stroke. They said everything is fine. Went home, but it continued to bother me. It began to move toward my fingertips and my toes, which I began to feel some sort of tingling sensation, burning sensation. Went through a multitude of tests only to be told that you have neuropathy, but we're not sure why you have it. So I thought, well, that's not good. We need to get to the root of this. Finally, about a year later, I went to the Mayo Clinic and was diagnosed with CIDP.
CIDP.
That's
and
correct.
You decided, still while getting your medical treatment, that you would get a personal trainer. And Mike, that's where you stepped in.
Yeah.
Yes, I did, and I was very compassionate about that because I know Marge, but I did the study and what this involved. And so the physio-type therapy and the types of things we had to deal with so far as nutrition was concerned, I began to now study with other doctors and other people that were neurologists to find out how can I attack this. So we looked at the muscle. The muscle now is stagnant only if it's not used. So if we put now the process of training and exercise from different angles and resistive training, she started off with 5 pounds doing leg presses. Now she has 225 pounds that she can press. So with that type of response neurologically, it began to now give a point of response that I think that her body responded to. Only 10% of the population has this disease. And so we stepped out on faith. We stepped out on allowing God to now manifest in me and then work into her body. Now she's so much better than what she was.
This was not an easy process for you, Marjorie.
Not at all.
You talked about being in tears when you first went in on your first workout with this.
Yes, because I was tired. I was frustrated, but I knew that the power in the mind and knowing that I would overcome it, that I had to do some things for myself. So I took it upon myself to aggressively seek out a trainer who was my friend Mike, who had trained me before. He knew my body. He always tells me that muscle has memory. I believe that.
And you really came today because you just want to encourage other people that if you are having symptoms, obviously always see your doctor first, but this exercise is so important because it's really, exercise therapy.
Yes.
And it's
Mike,
not just alone with the disorder that she has, high blood pressure, diabetes, chronic heart failure.
Absolutely.
Anything that you have, apply the point of exercise to it, and I guarantee you it'll make you better.
I'm glad you're doing so much better.
Thanks
for
so
being
much.
here.
Thank you for working out with me yesterday.
Thank you.
Invite me to your workout, everybody.
All right.
Jeff?